3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
We that'll catch up with it.
I think that's on. Good evening and welcome to the Randolph Union Senior Awards Night for 2026. This is always an exciting night as we recognize individual accomplishments and as well as collective successes. I hope that as the night progresses, you'll reflect on all of the collaboration and support that goes into the achievement of these individuals. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the community support present tonight by asking all of our community presenters to please stand and give a wave to the audience. So could the house lights come up so we can see our community presenters, please? All right. We feel incredibly grateful to live in a community where they are so generous to our students and really acknowledge their hard work each year. Our students have worked hard to achieve a tremendous amount, and we are so thankful that you are all here tonight to share accolades and present awards of recognition. And now, to get our evening started, I would like to welcome our Senior Project Coordinator, Beverly Taft, to recognize the special accomplishments of our seniors during the senior project process. Beverly?
Hello, everyone, and hello, seniors. Here we are, a few days out from you becoming RU alum. The senior project process has been going on, I think, for over 40 years at RU. And it's always filled with excitement, a lot of stress, learning new things, and students really, really showing all that they have learned over their time at RU. I would like to recognize those students who went above and beyond in their senior project. I'm going to announce some names. Please wait till the end. Students, I'd like you to stand up as you are recognized. For an exceeds in their overall product, Carmen Angulo, Carlton Clement, Ben Mason, Jacob Mason, or Jack, Antonio Reyes, Meredith Rilling, George Rosalbo, Miles Rosario, Emily Tabor, and Katie Taylor. For those students who were recognized as skilled in their product, Nora Selly, please stand up as your name is called. Callie Jarvis Shabbat, James Joaquin, Tanner Langlois, Lauren Lewis, Katie Malik, Brooklyn Palace, Turner Schultz, and Jack White. Now I'd like to recognize those students who received an overall skilled. So students are evaluated on 5 different components of senior project: their argumentative research paper, their product, their display during senior project night. And that's a really important piece of their senior project because it's where they show all they learn in a way that anyone coming off the street can understand what they did. Their portfolio, and then their defense. Those who received overall skilled for their entire senior project are Katie Malik. Please stand. Is Katie here? Okay. Ben Mason, Jack Mason, Miles Rosario, and Emily Tabor. At this time, I'd like to recognize 2 of our seniors who did exceptional work and were recognized by their panel, which is comprised of staff and community members. The first student I'd like to call up to the stage is George Rosalbo. George received and exceeds in his product and exceeds in his paper, a skilled in his display, and exceeds in his defense, and overall, a skilled plus. I'd like to The next student was one of only 1 senior who scored exceeds in all categories. I would like to recognize Antonio Reyes for this amazing accomplishment. Antonio, can you come up? And I want to, again, commend all of the RU seniors who participated in this year's senior project. You guys did an amazing job.
All right. Next, sorry, microphone's over here. Sorry about that. All right, next I'd like to welcome Kara Merrill to present the RU Athletic Awards on behalf of Nick Bent. Nick, our athletic director, wanted to be here this evening, but a member of his family is ill and he needs to be with them.
So which one? I'm the backup as the coach. And as you all know, my other passion is sports and running. So here I am to recognize every senior here who has participated at least once in a JV or varsity sport. When you hear your name, please come up to receive your plaque. If the audience can hold their applause until the end, that would be great. And I think it would be awesome if you all would sort of stand up here so that we can recognize how many, just how many students in here have joined a co-curricular over their past 4 years. Carmen Angulo, Colton Ashline, KJ Bronze, Nora Selly, Anthony Cameron, Carlton Clement, Alan Gow, Callie Jarvis Shabbat, Rule Harrison, Tanner Langlois, Lauren Lewis, Maddie Lowry, Hannah Manning, Ben Mason, Jack Mason, Ella Messier, Danny Piasecki, Jesse Ramsey, Antonio Reyes, Meredith Rilling, George Rosalbo, Miles Rosario, Turner Schultz, Trent Spinks, Emily Tabor, Katie Taylor, Marissa Therian, Jack White, and Ava Scott Lucas.
You can, yes, you can hang on to it, yeah. All right. Next, Kara Merrill will remain up here in order to acknowledge this year's Green and Gold Scholar.
I keep forgetting which one. We at RU would like to take a moment to acknowledge this year's University of Vermont Green and Gold Scholar recipient, Nora Selly. The University of Vermont Green and Gold Scholarship is an academic merit scholarship program which considers the nomination of the most academically talented rising high school senior from every eligible Vermont secondary school and Vermont residents attending select border schools. As a Green and Gold Scholar, an invitation to UVM's prestigious honors college is included. This honor is bestowed upon exceptional Vermont students. Congratulations, Nora.
We will now introduce the Silver R Awards. Faculty who are making presentations, please join me on stage at this time. The Silver R is awarded to seniors who actively contribute to the welfare of the school community, demonstrating exemplary citizenship and other valuable qualities of character, including the habits of heart of integrity, personal responsibility, adaptability, and respect for others. Selection of this award is made by the faculty at Randolph Union. When your name is called, please come up to the stage. Okay, come on out. Yep. All right. Yeah, Sadie, the black microphone is.
Good evening. I was honored to give this award tonight. I think that the Silver R is actually one of the most important of all of the awards because it really talks about qualities in character that are almost more important than anything that we do in all of our life. This student isn't here this evening, so I'll just go ahead and talk about that person. When I think about the student, I think about three things. I think about community, I think about mentorship, and I think about personal integrity. This is a 3 varsity athlete. They were a mentor before it was cool to be a mentor. They came from the Braintree School, so they therefore went back year after year, even in high school, to do the hike with the Braintree students, and then came and did the mentor to mentee program here at RU. The student holds a full-time job and works whenever they can when they're not playing sports. is someone that no one has anything bad to say about because they always are the peacekeeper. They are always the person that is the go-to. This is someone who loves their family and really cherishes their friends as well. And this person is Trent Spinks.
Hi, welcome. This senior always comes to my pre-calculus class with a friendly smile. Occasionally, she comes to class with some amazing outfits, a style icon. During the senior assassination games, the outfit she wore was able to one-up her competitors. She is very good at math and understands new concepts very quickly and easily connects new material to earlier material. When absent, she makes a point of finding out immediately what she's missed and works on getting caught up without needing to be pushed. She keeps up with her work, which is a skill that should give her great success next year. She gives 100% in class. She also is a talented actor, a makeup artist, and a leader in theater. She donated her time as an actor and makeup artist to support NHS's haunted house. I needed a trifold to show our math project for Night of the Arts, and she volunteered to come in extra to put this together for me. She is always looking out for others, and I'm very proud to present the Silver Hour Award. She is always generous, always kind, and this award goes to Kai Pratt.
Though petite in stature, you actually can pack her in your bags. She has photos to prove it. The student I'm recognizing tonight possesses an energy and presence that fill every room she enters. Her enthusiasm is contagious, inspiring classmates to participate and enjoy the learning. She approaches challenges with a positive attitude and encourages those around her to do the same. One of her most admirable qualities is her willingness to give back. She has generously shared her knowledge and talents by helping teach younger students, offering encouragement and support. Her patience and kindness have helped build confidence in others. Her curiosity, dedication, and uplifting spirit have been a constant for me for the last 5 years. Evelyn to Gloria, we have been on many adventures together, and from early days of playing competitive card games in class to a rainy walk at night to get McDonald's in Marrakesh, I am excited to hear about the adventures you find in your future, and I'm proud to give you the Silver R.
I'm going to be giving out a few awards. So this first one goes to a student who, in his quiet, very quiet, I would say, way, has pursued and achieved excellence in nearly everything I'm aware of that he's done here. He is a standout student in the classroom across the subject areas, although I think he and I share an affinity for the social studies and social sciences. He is an accomplished athlete. He is a member of National Honor Society. And he is someone who I have every confidence is going to continue making the world a more just, fair place as he continues on to pursue a career in law. So this Silver R, it is my pleasure to present to Antonio Reyes. The next award I'm going to present goes to a student who has been such a consistent positive presence in the school and the community, and it seems like has been involved in literally everything cool that students have done this year, whether that's restoring coral reefs in the Bahamas with the marine biology class, whether that's volunteering at Camp Tecumseh with NHS, or again, personal bias here, but serving free meals at the food shelf and conducting interviews with unhoused members of our community as part of the Economic Justice PBL. This student stands out for his integrity, his kindness, and his commitment to our community. It is a great pleasure to present this Silver R to Jack Mason. This next student has demonstrated citizenship and active involvement in the school through her membership on the soccer team and as a member of National Honor Society. I'll just call it NHS in the future. She's demonstrated integrity through her willingness to challenge herself, to push herself outside her comfort zone, and to take ownership over her work. She is kind, respectful, and compassionate. It is an honor to present this Silver R to Carmen Angulo. The final Silver R award I have to present goes to a student who has consistently challenged herself by taking the most rigorous courses she can at RU, and sometimes beyond these walls, by pursuing excellence in the classroom and in the theater, by approaching challenges with perseverance, adaptability, and determination, and always treating everybody she interacts with respect, kindness, and empathy. It is a pleasure to present this last Silver R to Emily Taper.
This young person joined the RU community late to the game as a junior in high school. However, it feels to me like he has been part of us for far longer due to his enthusiastic and boisterous personality. I have had the pleasure of spending considerable time with him, particularly this year, and in that time, I have witnessed his commitment to athletics, academics, and other people. Each day I saw this senior, he was sure to always ask me about how I was, how were my children, how was my day going. This is no surprise, as he genuinely shows constant interest in the people sitting in student services, both staff and students, even younger students who are struggling to regulate their emotions. He was a calm and welcoming presence who even remembered little facts about some of these kids. It is no surprise to me that his senior project centered around free basketball coaching for the next generation of RU basketball players. It is my pleasure to present this Silver R to Danny Piasecki. As a female athlete, it gives me much pleasure to recognize this young woman. Over the last 4 years, she has distinguished herself as an all-around natural athlete and role model in 3 different sports: volleyball, basketball, and softball. It is rare to find kids these days who pursue a varsity sport every season, and yet she has dedicated herself to doing this for all 4 years of high school. While many might find the fact that she hit 1,000 points to be her best accomplishment, I was perhaps most impressed by her commitment to her softball team last year when she was injured for the entire first half of the season, yet she showed up to all of the games and practices. She is heading off to VTSU Castleton and will continue to play basketball while also studying exercise science with the end goal of a career in physical therapy, which I probably will need, Ella. Castleton is so lucky to have you. You're talented and determined, and you'll be joining both their academic classes and their athletics programs. I'm so happy to present this Silver R to Ella Messier, and I can't wait to watch you play next year. All right, my last one. It is hard for me to imagine RU without this student in our midst. It feels like he has been a part of my school life forever. And perhaps that is because, in fact, he had an extra year with me as a 6th grade cross-country runner. Perhaps it's because he's the youngest of a family that sent me a decade worth of students. I've had the great fortune of spending time with this senior due to our shared love for athletics, the outdoors, and his genuine RU spirit. His leadership as a soccer captain, NHS co-president, AP and PBL student, and RU fan are felt by all who come into his sphere. However, it is his compassion and heart that make him stand out. When a younger student is struggling, the senior is always willing to help, showing what it means to be an RU citizen. There are few humans with more determination than this young man. In fact, on a dreary day back in August, I took part in an adventure hike with him and his mentor. Thank God my daughter had a soccer game that day and I had only committed to the first third of the hike, because this senior's mentor took off at a running pace at mile 3.5 and didn't stop. As I watched them sprint off from my car after 10 miles, all I could think was, thank God I'm done, because I would not be making it the rest of the hike at that pace. Yet this senior finished the entire 33 miles and thousands of feet of elevation gain. He literally ran an unsupported ultramarathon with very little preparation, all with a smile on his face. It comes as no surprise that resilience and determination are qualities that this senior has in multitudes. It is my honor to present this Silver R to George Rosalvo.
And I get to present the last 3 Silver R's of the evening. Where to begin? A thoughtful, independent, conscientious old soul whose quiet leadership and compassionate heart made the halls of RU a better place. I am so grateful that I unexpectedly got to spend most of the days of this semester with her. I am not exaggerating when I say that I consider that time as one of my most favorite. I am honored to present this Silver R to Callie Jarvis Shabbat. Well, this next student certainly brings sparkle and joy to RU. To be in her presence automatically makes your world immensely brighter. It has been a joy to watch her develop into an empathic, accepting, and talented human over the past 4 years. I would like to present this Silver R to Katie Taylor. Well, that's a bummer. I told her to come too. The third and final Silver R of the night goes to a person who has brought immense joy as well to me as I've gotten to know her over the past 4 years. I can still remember the first time I got to meet her. I'm curious if she even remembers this. I was still a school counselor. She was in 9th grade. And I hadn't been able to get a peep out of her. And I really pride myself on making people laugh, and she wouldn't really budge. She's intelligent, caring, diligent, just, and pretty stinking witty. And those are just a few of the superlatives that come to mind when I think of her. It is with pleasure I present the Silver R to Katie Malik. Forgot to give out the R's.
Okay.
Not these are mine. Oh, this one's mine. No, this one's mine. Okay.
All right. And now we will move on to our scholarship presentations. To present the Class of 1984 award, please welcome Paul Madden and representatives from the Class of 1984. The black one.
Let me get a little organized here. Good evening, everyone. I'm Paul Madden, and I'm from the class of 1984, and I'm up here tonight to represent our class and hand out our annual award. First, I'm going to spend a few minutes telling you who we are, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit, why are we doing this? That's always the question, why, right? And then lastly, most importantly, we're going to call the award winners up and recognize them, okay? So yes, we're from the class of 1984. And if you're good with math, and I know Jane Drown taught me well, so I'm pretty good with math, that makes us 60 years old. So this is a big year for us, just as it's a big year for you, okay? And back in 1984, there was about 90 plus of us who graduated. And some of us stayed in the area, some of us left the area, okay? Some of us stayed single, some of us got married, some of us had family. Some of the family, their children graduated from this high school, okay? And we all went different paths. Some of us went to the military. Somebody went into education. We had teachers. We had PhDs. We had professors. We had people who went into sales. We had people who went into technology. We had people who went into the entertainment industry. Actually did quite well in the entertainment industry. So we had many different paths that we took. Some were homemakers. We even had a couple CEOs. So we had a vast, different, many things that we did, okay? So now the big question is why? Why are we doing this? And why? Because here we are 42 years later, and we figured a few things out, okay? 42 years ago, we were you. We walked these hallways. We went to these classes. We played on the same sports teams. We went to band. We did all the things. We fooled around in the library, all right? We did all the things that you did right here 42 years ago. And we were sitting in these chairs. And what we have discovered is how grateful we are that we got to grow up here. It's extremely, was just wonderful that we were able to do it. You didn't know it at the time. You couldn't see it. It didn't register. But when you go out there in the world and you do other things, you realize how grateful you are that you got to grow up in this small community where everybody supported you, backed you, and we all supported each other. We're here supporting each other today, all right? And how grateful we are for that. That's why we are doing this. We're at a point in our life where we can do this and we can give back. And so we want to give back. So that's that. That's why we're here, okay? Next, we have 7 people who filled out our award this year. 7. You got a class of 56, so that's pretty darn good. And what I'll tell you, there is some incredible things going on in this small community even today. And it shrunk a little bit since we were here, but the people who filled this out, we were amazed by the talent and what people are doing and what they're accomplishing. So I'm going to call the names. If you could all come up here, and then we're going to go over you a little bit. Okay. So we have, where's my list here? George Rosalbo, Anthony Cameron, Jack White, Antonio Reyes, Ben Mason, Jack Mason, and Hannah Mason. Can you all come up? Okay. Excellent. All right. The bottom line is here, we believe in this community, we believe in this school, and we believe in you. That's what we do. So we had 32 people review the applications. So we had a lot of people looking at it, a class of 90. These are all talented individuals. Talented, driven, motivated, great students, all right? We don't know what's going on down here. We think maybe it's the water. You got to get us a couple gallons. We all want 2 gallons to take home, okay? This is incredible. So I'm going to start out with George here. George, and please hold your applause to the end. George, he's a great student, strong grades. Every one of them had 3.4 or better in their GPA. George is the co-president of the National Honor Society for 2 years. He went to Peru and taught English to children. He also does some lifeguarding. He's a head attendant at the ice rink. And oh, by the way, George is going to Syracuse University. And that happens to be where I live, at Syracuse University. He's going to do a double major in environmental policy and political science. And, you know, look me up, George. By the way, I do have season basketball tickets, okay, just so you know. Okay? Number 2, Anthony Cameron, another great student, strong grades. Anthony, his summer job, he joined the Vermont Youth Conservation Corps. And he goes out there and he works on the trails for the community, for the state. Does that. A lot of hard work. Okay. He wants to go into the trades, is what he wants to do. He wants to get into forestry, welding, or heavy equipment operator. I love that, all right? You know what my trades are? My wife tells me she keeps me away from the tools. I'm allowed to fold laundry and do dishes. Other than that, I'm not allowed to touch a tool. Guys like you are in heavy demand, all right? Number 3, Jack White, another super strong grades. This guy has such good grades. He finished up apparently in his junior year because he's going to Norwich full-time as a, what do they call it here? As a early college student. So you can see what he's doing here. He played basketball. He's a Special Olympics volunteer, lifeguard, camp counselor, and he also runs his own landscaping business. Not too busy, right? He's going to Florida Atlantic University. He's not sure what his major is going to be, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to figure that out. I'm not too worried about that, okay? Number 4, Antonio Reyes, another strong student. Antonio, he's captain of the baseball team. He's an officer of the National Honor Society. He went to Peru also to teach children how to speak English. He also went to the Bahamas for a coral restoration project. He volunteers at the food shelf. He works at the pizza cafe. He's going to American University, it's down in D.C., I believe, for political science and government. And Antonio, when he's done with that, he wants to bring his skills back here, and he wants to come back to this community and apply what he's learned. Okay, you can't beat that. Number 5 and 6, we call these two the Wonder Twins. Ben and Jack Mason. Okay, both incredible students. I'm going to start with Ben, alphabetical. I'm not going to say who's younger or older because I don't know these two, but I know they're twins. Ben, he's captain of the soccer team. Serious mountain biker, and he helps younger children mountain bike. He went to Peru and taught English. He works for the town ice department. He's a counselor. He's a head lifeguard. He's an ice rink manager. By the way, he's going to UVM for mechanical engineering with a focus on energy engineering. So he wants to keep the world, good with energy. His brother, Jack, another strong student. He's captain of the cross-country team. He's captain of the scuba team. He's the National Honor Society president. He went to the Bahamas also to do this coral restoration. And by the way, to make that thing happen, apparently they had to raise $40,000. And some teacher felt he was the most qualified to put him in charge of raising money, and they got it done, and they raised $40,000. We could find you a job, don't you worry. Okay? He's a student mentor for younger students, and he's a volunteer at the food shelf. Oh, and he also works at the rec department as a camps counselor, head of the ice rink, and he works at an ice cream shop. He's going to Denison University in Ohio to study environmental sustainability. Environment's very important to these young people, all right? I mean, this is incredible stuff. It really is. And the time and the effort that they put into it, it's amazing. It's wonderful. And this is why we're giving back. These people have needs. We're backing you 100%. We're going to do what we can do. So, the award.
Hannah.
Just a second. We're going to go to her next. Don't you worry. I know Hannah. So, the original award we came up with, let's raise $1,984. Easy number for us to remember. So, what we were able to do, we raised $1,084 for each of these 6. Okay? To help you on your path. Okay? That's what we were able to do. We have a very, very generous class. I can't state that enough. These people in the back right-hand corner, extremely generous. So we got one left, right? Because we're going to give somebody out the top award, because we got it. Hannah Manning. Okay. Where do you start with Hannah? Number 1, she was the first one to fill it out. What's that tell you? She wants it, all right? That's what that tells me, all right? She's a great student. Her GPA is 3.84. Not too shabby. She plays varsity basketball. She plays varsity volleyball. She tutors younger students in math. Apparently she's pretty good in math. She's on the National Technical Honor Society, and she's certified in CPR and first aid. And she works at the ice cream shop, okay? And she's going to Norwich to study criminal psychology. I think that's a great choice. I happen to be a 1988 Norwich grad. They build leaders over there, all right? They can teach you some things. So, Hannah herself has had some tough breaks in life. Things have been tough, some family issues that she had no control over. And you know what? She came to school every day, she went to practice every day, and she made it happen. And she ended up with 3.84, top of her class, doing all these other things. So even though she has all these issues, she's making it happen. So we know everything didn't break your way, but you know what? Things broke your way tonight. And you get the top award in 1984. All right? So, I'll wrap up because it's a late night and I'm not allowed to talk longer than 10 minutes. All right? But we want to thank everybody. I can't thank the teachers enough, the job that you're doing here with these students. You're really setting them on a path, just like we were set on a path 42 years ago. We didn't realize it, or I know I didn't realize, I shouldn't speak for all my fellow classmates, but I didn't realize how good we had it here. I really didn't, till you go out there and you see other things. We really had it good. The teaching we had, the ability to learn was outstanding, and that's why you're getting the results you're getting from these 7 right here. So I'm going to leave you with a couple things here. We wish you all the best and great success. And as we like to say, gallop fast, gallop true, go RUHS. Ben? Anna? Jack, take off?
The wrong Jack.
Back right here. He cut off. Okay. We'll make sure he gets it. Otherwise, we'll spend it at the park.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Paul, and thank you, class of 1984. To present the Randolph Rotary Scholarship, please welcome John Holmes.
Kind of hard to follow that presentation. And it was also kind of hard to make a decision when we interviewed our students. Rotary's motto is service above self, and we judge our applicants on the community service they did while they were in school and our potential to continue to do that as they move on forward with their lives. We interviewed 5 students, and I'm going to list them. Nora Selly, Tanner Langloy, Ben Mason, George Rosalvo, and Antonio Reyes. And for the first time ever, I've been a chairman of this scholarship committee for a long time, even when I was here at the school, way back when. Some of you older folks remember that. Not talking about age or anything, but for this first time ever, we could not come up with a top scholarship winner. So we decided to give everybody $2,000. So come on up, folks.
Next to present the Jean M. Grout Memorial Scholarship, please welcome Nathan Bacon.
So tonight, I have the honor of presenting the Jean M. Grout Memorial Scholarship on behalf of my extended family. My grandmother Jean was a nurse and educator who taught the Health Careers Program at RTCC from 1980 to 1996. She believed that anyone can succeed if they believe in themselves and are willing to do the work. She practiced this philosophy in her own life, finishing her education despite some challenging obstacles. As a single mother of 5 children, some might say she became a nurse out of necessity, and seeing how she remarried, becoming a mother of 9 and later a grandmother to 24, that ended up being the right choice. But in reality, my grandmother became a nurse because she loved to help people. And so as a single mother of 5, she returned to school for her nursing degree, and as a mother of 9, completed her bachelor's degree in nursing and her master's degree in education. As a teacher, she believed in her students and helped her students believe in themselves, knowing that sometimes a little help can make a big difference. I told my family I would pass on one short story of my grandmother, who, along with loving to help people, also loved to make people laugh. So as a child, anytime one of the grandchildren would come to her with an injury, no matter how minor or serious, she would always look at it and say, I know someone this happened to once. Theirs wasn't half as bad as yours, and they died. And only once did another one of my cousins reply, you know, Nana, you must not have been a very good nurse seeing how most of your patients died. In reality, she was a great nurse, and that laugh always helped. So I suppose the lesson is, no matter the obstacle, a laugh goes a long way, and believing in yourself will take you even farther. So on behalf of the extended Bacon Grout family, I'm proud to present the Jean M. Grout Memorial Scholarship to a student pursuing a health careers field, and that student is Lauren Lewis.
Thank you. To present the Orange County Maple Producers Association Scholarship, please welcome Roger Palmer. I'm not seeing Mr. Palmer in the audience tonight. I'm hoping Bev can save me. Okay.
Hello. The recipient of this year's Orange County Maple Producers Association is George Rosalbo.
All right. Next, to present the Tara Stratton Memorial Scholarship, please welcome Kelsey Stratton Jacobs.
Good evening, everyone. The Tara Stratton Memorial Scholarship awards $1,500 to graduates who demonstrate promise and dedication to a future in health careers. This scholarship was established in memory of my oldest sister, Tara, an RUHS and RTCC alumni who was kind, caring, compassionate, and endlessly optimistic, all attributes that made her an incredible nurse. Tara was working hard to pursue her dream of becoming a nurse after receiving her LNA through RTCC and working at Gifford Medical Center, when her life was cut short at the young age of 18. This year, we have 2 very deserving recipients of this award. It is my honor to present the 2025-2026 Tara Stratton Memorial Health Career Scholarship to Lauren Lewis and Nora Selly. Congratulations to you both.
Thank you, Kelsey. To help present the Stephen Montgomery Memorial Scholarship on behalf of Stephen's sister, Donna Howard, are Beverly Taft and Kara Merrill.
Established by the estate of Stephen Montgomery, a longtime resident of Orange County and the owner of Montgomery Logging and Trucking, the intention of this scholarship is to assist one RU student and one WRVSU, that always trips me up, student in furthering their studies in forestry. This student should have demonstrated strong academic history in math and science. If there are no forestry majors, consideration will be given to environmental science, agriculture, animal husbandry, land management, or wildlife conservation. We are proud to present this year's scholarship to Carmen Angulo.
To present the Brookfield Library Trustees Scholarship, please welcome Amy Borgman.
Good evening. Approximately 6 years ago, the Brookfield Free Public Library was honored to be chosen as the custodian of the Anna Clark Jones Scholarship Fund, with an annual award to go to a Brookfield High School graduate pursuing higher education. The scholarship is to be used for educational materials. This year's recipient, chosen by the faculty of RUHS, is Kai Pratt.
Thank you. To present the Gary Thurston Memorial Scholarship, please welcome Andy Bent.
What's that? Not many people call me that much anymore. My name is Andrew Bent. I'm the Randolph Village Fire Chief. Every year we give scholarships out to students in the high school in the name of Gary Thurston, who was killed in line of duty in 1973 at the stock farm. This year we're proud to hand out 3 awards. The first is to Benjamin Mason. Next award to Tanner Langlois.
Thank you.
And the last one to Kai Pratt.
Thank you. To present the Thomas J. Mowat American Legion Scholarship, please welcome Peter Nowlin, presenting on behalf of American Legion Post 9.
Good evening. I'm usually a loudmouth, so scream if I'm too loud. The American Legion of Randolph is proud to yearly offer a scholarship in memory of Thomas J. Mowat, who was a longtime Legion member and was a longtime and active businessman and community member in Randolph. The scholarship is awarded to a graduating student or graduating students who demonstrate attributes of scholarship and industriousness by their achievement and also by contributions to the school through co-curricular activities and contributions to the community. The Randolph American Legion is pleased to announce that Randolph Union High School recipients this year in the amount of $1,500 each are Benjamin Mason and George Rosalbo.
you. To present the A.L. Payne Fund Scholarship, please welcome Cliff Rankin.
Good evening. It's tough to speak with the lights in your face, but because I can't see you, but you can see me. A little background. The Albert and Laura Payne Fund Scholarship was established by John Clyde Preston by his will, and he worked on Albert and Laura Payne's farm as a teenager, where he learned good citizenship and work ethic, two qualities that he asked for in the recipients of the award of the scholarship that he established. This is going to go to I'm honored to present it to a remarkable young man. In his written essay, he expresses curiosity and wonder, questioning injustices that are not addressed. That exhibits character. And I've always defined character as how you act when nobody's looking at you. He wants to leverage his higher education to make our world a better place for everyone. It's good citizenship. And he wants to make a difference in his community service, and leadership. He's got a future goal of making the world a better place for all. And I think that if Antonio Reyes acts with integrity and honesty throughout his life, he will do a fine job representing his community. Congratulations, Antonio.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. To present the Class of 2011 Scholarship on behalf of Nasser Abdel Fattah, please welcome Bev Taft back to the stage.
So what I can tell you about the class of 2011 is it's really back in the recesses of my mind. They were my students when I was a counselor. How they started this fund was because they couldn't get their acts together for a senior trip. They were, interestingly enough, kind of divided as a class. So Nasser, being the class president and a really generous human being, decided, you know what? We're going to take that money and we're going to turn it into a scholarship. This year's recipient of the class of 2011 scholarship is Jack Mason.
This next section is our VSAC portion of the evening. So students, when I call your names, please stand. There are quite a few of you. Vermont students are very fortunate to have the support of the Vermont Students Assistance Corporation. Each year, a large number of RU seniors receive VSAC support in making their post-secondary goals possible. This evening, we would like to recognize our students who received VSAC-specific scholarships. One of the largest scholarships awarded through VSAC is the Frank and Olive Gilman Foundation Scholarship. Frank and Olive Gilman developed their foundation because they recognized the importance of education in everyone's lives. These scholarships are awarded to recognize the recipient's effort, accomplishments, ambition to succeed, and unmet financial need. Students apply directly to VSAC and the Gilman Foundation for scholarship consideration. Scholarship selection was made by the Gilman Foundation trustees. Would the following students please stand to be acknowledged for this honor? Daniel Piasecki, Jack Mason, Ben Mason, and Marissa Tarian. The Curtis Fund Scholarship. The Curtis Fund provides educational scholarships to Vermont students pursuing a post-secondary education, aiming to level the playing field so that every Vermonter has a chance to obtain the education they need, regardless of family background, income level, or birthplace. Would the following students please stand to be recognized for this honor? George Rosalbo, Emily Tabor, and Marissa Tarian. The Vermont Endowment. This award is provided to first-generation students who face significant barriers that limit their access to further education. They are students who show a commitment to their outreach program with VSAC, Talent Search, focused on their academic purpose, school involvement, and career intentions. This scholarship is renewable for all 4 years and was awarded at the professional discretion of their VSAC Talent Search Outreach Counselor. Would this year's recipient please stand to be recognized for this honor? Emily Tabor. The Samara Fund. The Samara Fund at the Vermont Community Foundation is led by a group of queer and trans Vermonters committed to a vision of transformational grants and scholarships to the people and groups throughout Vermont who demonstrate their dedication to the empowerment, health, and safety of lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer LGBTQ+ people. Would this year's recipient please stand to be recognized? Emily Tabor. The Carol A. Hurley Scholarship. This scholarship was established by the friends and family and colleagues of Carol Hurley, a VSAC outreach counselor. This scholarship was awarded to students who attend WRVSU, Windsor, Woodstock, and Randolph Union. Would the following students please stand to be recognized for this honor? Ben and Jack Mason. The Jorgensen-Tunbridge Scholarship, sponsored by Catherine Jorgensen. This scholarship was established to support Tunbridge residents pursuing post-high school GED education or training in any accredited program. Academic, technical, vocational, apprenticeship, or graduate program. Sorry about that. Would this year's recipient please stand and be recognized? Emily Tabor. The Vermont Lakes and Ponds Scholarship, sponsored by the Federation of Vermont Lakes and Ponds, Incorporated. This scholarship was created to encourage and support students who are seeking education beyond high school and are interested in pursuing aquatic environmental studies, such as watershed management, water resources education, and limnology. Would this year's recipient please stand to be recognized? Jack Mason. The Governor Phil Hoff Scholarship. This scholarship was created in 1965 by the Vermont Legislature to recognize academic achievement among Vermont's graduating high school seniors. One student is nominated to receive this award from each eligible high school enrolling Vermont resident students. Statewide, approximately 100 students are awarded this scholarship annually. In 1999, the Vermont Legislature increased the dollar amount of this scholarship from $100 to $1,000 and added eligibility criteria requiring nominees to demonstrate participation in extracurricular activities and/or community service. Would this year's recipient please stand to be recognized for this honor? Antonio Reyes. At this time, I would like to ask Kara Merrill, Director of Student Services and School Counselor, and Beverly Taft, the Director of Project-Based Learning, to come on stage to assist in the presentation of the next awards.
The Dr. Joseph Pelletier Scholarship for STEM. This is new this year, and I think it's a one-time only. For those of you who go to Gifford Pediatrics, you might be aware that Joe is retiring. This evening, we are honored to present a special one-time scholarship honoring one of our community's most impactful citizens, Dr. Joseph Pelletier. The staff of Gifford Medical Center created this scholarship in STEM to honor Dr. Pelletier's years of dedicated service to Gifford Medical Center and the children of our community. This recipient of the Dr. Joseph Pelletier Scholarship for STEM is Carl Clement.
The Sharon Borchard Scholarship, the Sharon Shaz Borchard Scholarship honors the memory of a longtime Randolph Union educator, director, and artist. This award recognizes a graduating senior who is a profound creative force within our school community, particularly someone who is deeply rooted in the theater program in which Sharon freely invested her time, talent, and energy for 2 decades. The recipient of this award has labored in this auditorium in countless capacities, contributing to virtually every role within theater. The students' resilience, dedication, and leadership has helped shape the drama program into a vibrant, inclusive community. On behalf of Ms. McEwen, the RUHS Theater Department, and the Borchard family, I am proud to present the 2026 Theater Scholarship to Emily Tabor.
Honor Society Scholarship Award. One of the cornerstones of the National Honor Society is knowledge. Students applying for this scholarship were judged on their ability to answer the question, what does a higher education mean to you? The recipients of the 2026 scholarship are Jack Mason, Nora Selly, Ben Mason, George Rosalbo, and Antonio Reyes.
The Bill Hilalto Scholarship. This scholarship was established and is given in memory of Bill Hilalto, who passed away in 2020. Bill was a beloved special educator who worked at RU from 2004 to 2018. Bill and I were actually hired the same year. He served grades 7 through 12. Bill strived to provide guidance, safety, and unconditional love for countless students who needed it. His support enabled students to reach their goals and plan for their futures. This scholarship is awarded to an RU senior who is heading into the workforce following graduation. This year's recipients are Caden Stover, Turner Schultz, Hunter Ilsley, and Callie Jarvis Shabbat.
The Clayton Brown Scholarships. It is with great pleasure that we present the Clayton Brown Scholarships to seniors who have distinguished themselves throughout their high school careers by setting and attaining the highest academic standards. This year, the Clayton Brown Scholarships are being awarded to Nora Sully, Alina Eco, and Jack White.
The J.P. Gifford and Eliza Folsom Trust Scholarship. The Gifford Trust Scholarship was established to recognize students who have made a significant contribution to Randolph Union. This year's recipients have a strong work ethic and involvement that has been instrumental in our school community. This year's J.P. Gifford and Eliza Folsom Trust Scholarship is being awarded to Kai Pratt, Mason, George Rosalvo, and Emily Tabor.
The Azle Hall Family Scholarship. The Azle Hall Family Scholarship is awarded based on academic merit and involvement in the school and wider Randolph community. This year's recipients are Danny Piasecki and Antonio Reyes. The Randolph Student Assistance Award. This is our second year for the Randolph Student Assistance Award. This financial award goes to any senior who has demonstrated commitment to their school community, has financial need, and is continuing their learning either through a certification program or traditional college. The recipients are, and if we could hold our applause to the end, there are quite a few of them, Evelyn DeGloria, Meredith Rilling, Lauren Lewis, Tanner Langlois, Aubrey Tremblay, Nolan Whitney, Alan Gow, Colton Ashline, Eric Boyce, Jacob Kopasinski, Hannah Manning, Andrick Blaise, Miles Rosario, and James Joaquin. If you guys would come on up, we have envelopes. We have one more that somehow wasn't on that list, and that's George Rosalvo.
The Randolph Community Fund Scholarship. The RU Community College Assistance Fund was established by members of our local community with the hope this fund will become a true community-supported fund. Again this year, we had many seniors who applied for scholarships. The scholarship committee was greatly impressed by all applicants and believed that our school district is fortunate to have such mature and responsible students. The amount of the scholarship differs depending on financial needs of each student. Any student receiving an award tonight may reapply each year of their undergraduate schooling. And by reapplying, it just means showing us your bill. The recipients are Jessie Ramsey, Ella Messier, Brooklyn Palace, Kai Pratt, and Alina Eco.
At this time, we will present the remaining honors for the evening. Bev.
This next honor is the Lawrence C. Berry Jr. Book Award. This award was established by the class of 1950 in memory of their classmate Lawrence C. Berry Jr. This award goes to a student who has shown outstanding character and is selected by the faculty of Randolph Union. This year's award is presented to Antonio Reyes.
The Class of 1933 Book Award. The Class of 1933 Book Award was established by the Class of 1933 in memory of their classmate, Myrtle Sweet. The award is given to a senior student who does well academically, but more importantly, shows achievement and a strong, positive personality. The recipient of this award is selected by the faculty of Randolph Union. We present this year's award to Jack Mason.
The Balfour Honor Award. The Balfour Honor Award is one of the highest honors a graduating senior can receive. This award recognizes outstanding scholarship. The winner's name will be engraved on a plaque that is permanently displayed in the school library. We are very proud to present this award tonight to this year's Balfour Honor recipient, Nora Selly. Thank you all so much for joining us this evening to celebrate the accomplishments of our senior students. Please stay seated to enjoy this trip down memory lane. And after the slideshow, we'll have some cupcakes in the hallway. Thank you.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this task and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, and in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. about the band. I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name in the star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I've become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would've told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that glass first. Wish I made it to homecoming. Got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would've gotten out of my shell. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about whether people thought I felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open, and the stars above. Moment frozen, sneaking out and falling in love. Me, you, and that futon. We just begun. On the grass dreaming, figuring out who I was. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would've told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Never thought we'd get old. Maybe we're still young. Maybe you always look back and think it was better than it was. Maybe these are the moments. Maybe I've been missing what it's about. Been scared of the future, thinking about the past, while missing out on now. We've come so far. I guess I'm proud. And I ain't worried about the wrinkle around my smile. I got some scars. I've been around. I felt some pain, I've seen some things, but I'm here now. Those good old days.
You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. I wish somebody would've told me, babe, someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
Tell me what you gon' do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a more, but you can't bring the truth to me. You ain't all your expectations. I don't even want your congratulations. I recognize your false confidence and calculated promises all in your conversation. I hate people that feel entitled. Look at me crazy cause I ain't invited you. Or you a boy, you the moral to the story. You endorsing what the I don't even like you. Corrupt a man's heart with a gift. That's how you find out who you're dealing with. A small percentage you I'm building with. I want the credit if I'm losing or I'm winning. On my mama, that's the really. Let's talk about
All right. Thank you again. Thank you again for being here with us tonight. Please join us for cupcakes in the foyer. Congratulations. Yeah.
She's the smartest since actually she got all the scholarships.
I don't know, George, you did pretty well.